Hello YouTube, my name is Bree, the host of the channel Rebel Souls, and today, welcome to a game called Her Tears Were My Light. It's a visual novel that I found on the game store, and I thought it looks pretty interesting, so we're gonna give it a try. Darkness. Darkness and nothing in all directions. At some point, I started thinking, shouldn't there be something here? Something anywhere? So I started looking. I don't know what exactly I was looking for, but as I wandered, I spotted a light in the distance. As I approached, I found another, and another. A trail of burning bright lights. They traveled out and away, their steady glow piercing tiny holes in the darkness. They fascinated me. I decided I'd walk until I reached the source. I found a girl. She was sitting on a bed of those stars. It was a beautiful sight. Oh, someone's here. What should I say to her? Are you crying? Excuse me, but have you been crying? I feel so lonely, I just can't seem to stop. But now someone's here. I didn't think someone would come, but you're here. I'm so happy. If you're happy, then stop crying. Honestly, space. How did you know my name? I don't know. It just slipped out. How did I know her name? She never told it to me, but something about her feels so familiar, like an old friend. This isn't familiar. Oh, this isn't fair. I didn't even get to introduce myself. And now I have to ask for your name. It's time. Time. What are you doing? Saying it 8 times will help me remember. 8 on its side is infinity. That's how I'll never forget. I see. Interesting. So, time. Where did you come from? The start? Or, I don't know. The start. If I had to give it a name, I'd call it the start. Yes, it would make sense to begin at the start. Does that mark where we are now, the middle? But you started here, didn't you? I don't know if we can call it the middle. We can. This place has changed. Has it? Yes, you're here with me now, time. So, before was the start, and now is the middle. It made sense in its own way. This girl is very straightforward. So if there's a beginning, is there an end? Who knows? I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. There probably is one. What if the end is sad? The start was lonely, will the end be lonely too? I don't want that. You cry a lot, don't you? Yes, because look, whenever I do, these stars come out. I'd already noticed, but maybe it'd be rude to point that out. I can't really explain it, but somehow it made me feel a little less lonely. So from the start, you've just been here making stars? Yes, you see, where there is nothing, I want to put something. Does that make sense? I guess it does. What kinds of things do you do, time? Move the universe. I can make the universe move forwards, backwards. I can jump to any moment I've already experienced. Wow, that sounds like hard work. Making stars sounds harder to me. No, that's easy. Watch. I didn't mean to make you cry again, actually. This is a good chance to demonstrate. Huh? Alright, I remembered the outcome. Memory safe, she's going to cry. Now I'll rewind to when I said making stars sounds harder. Then I can try to stop her from crying. I need to rewind. I have a button for this. Hey, don't start crying. just to prove how easy it is, okay? Bro, that is so cool. I actually had to rewind through the text. How did you know what I was about to do? That's my power. You already cried before, so I went back to the moment before you did in order to stop you. Wow, you're incredible, Time. It was nothing really. You know something? I only just met you, but it feels like we've always known each other. I did know your name from the first moment I saw you, so maybe your feeling is true. But I can't remember talking with you like this before now, just like I can't remember crying before you changed what happened. Must be a paradox. Hey, how did you find me in the first place? I just followed your stars and here we were. Oh, that means, hey, if we ever get separated, I can just cry. That way you'll always be able to find me. Sure, but I don't know if I like the thought of making you cry. I won't have to as long as you're here with me. I'm kind of afraid to go back to being alone. Alright, I'll stay. It doesn't seem like there's anyone else out there, so I have no reason to leave. Anyone else? Oh no. If there is someone else out there, don't you think we should try looking for them? Yeah, we should. You don't want them to feel lonely, do you? Exactly. I'm so happy you understand, Time. We wandered into the void together to see if we could find anything out there, but all we found was darkness. And the more darkness we found, the more space would cry. I didn't like seeing her cry. I didn't want her to feel lonely. Much to my relief, she agreed to rest when I suggested it. I closed my eyes for a while. But when I opened them again, I was back in the dark. Space? No response. What happened? All the stars are gone too. Did I make a mistake? I'll rewind from here to before I closed my eyes. I won't close my eyes this time. I have to pay attention so I don't miss what caused everything to go black. Time? You look so serious all of a sudden. Something strange happened. But I don't know what it was. Something strange. Scanning the cosmos, I noticed something seemed to be blotting out a group of stars in the distance. I'd spotted the anomaly. I could just barely make it out against the dark background of the void. There was someone out there after all. As soon as they noticed I'd spotted them, they disappeared. I squinted toward the area they'd been standing only a moment before, thinking I could easily find them again at such a distance. But very suddenly, she appeared right behind space. What are you? New. She phased right through space somehow, erasing her from existence. The stars around us dimmed and faded as she disappeared. This is what had happened before. This is what I'd missed by taking my eyes off of her. It was awful. I wanted it to stop. Where space once stood before me, there was now only Nil. What have you done to space and the stars? You took away all the beauty. Now all that's left is the void. But it's beautiful like this too, isn't it? No, I don't like it. Bring back space. Bring back her stars. If that's how you feel, I'll lock you in this moment until you understand. No. I tried rewinding. Oh, I won't accept this. But what can I do? If I return to the start, if I start over now, I could change this. Otherwise, I'll be trapped in this loop. I didn't know I was supposed to click on it. I thought I was just supposed to get out of that. Oh, it really took me back to the start. Interesting. Darkness, darkness, and nothing in all directions. But I knew someone was out there. I just had to find her again. So I started looking. I wanted to find space, and as I retraced my steps, I spotted her light in the distance. There was space, sitting on a bed of her stars, just like I remembered. Oh, someone's here. What should I say to her? You're alive. I thought something terrible had happened, but you're right here. I'm glad you're still okay. She looked at me like she'd never seen me before, because of course she hadn't seen me before. This space was new. How could have I expected her to remember what happened in my excitement to see her alive? And well, I'd forgotten that rule. I decided to try recreating the first memory. Okay, are you crying? Acting too differently might just confuse her. I'll try to recreate the first memory. How did you know my name? Of course I know your name, even though you didn't tell it to me the first time either. Except it's impossible for you to remember when I go back to before I told you. I don't know. Were you alone in the dark too? Oh no. Thinking of that makes me so sad. It bothered me to see her cry like this. I wasn't annoyed by it, it just felt wrong. There was no reason she should cry. I was here, we were together, and everything was going to be fine. I'll try to describe it in a way that doesn't make you start crying. The place you came from? Okay. If I had to give it a name, I'd call it the start. The start? Yes, it would make sense to begin at the start. Does that make where we are now the middle? This place has changed. You're here with me now. That would mean 2 starts, 2 middles, and 1 end. So far, I was able to change the middle, which means... So if there's a beginning, is there an end? They said that I should try to recreate the first memory, but... Probably. You've told me before, even though it was obvious from the start. It's nice in this way. What kinds of things do you do? Move the universe. But I can do good things with this power, just like how your stars brighten up the cosmos, I can brighten the future. Yeah, I suppose. I can't remember talking with you like this before now. Strange. How did you find me in the first place? That's easy, I already knew where you'd be waiting for me. But I'm talking about the very first meeting before you knew where I was. What about then? I just followed your stars, and here you were. Hey, if we ever get separated, I can just cry. That way you'll always be able to find me. I don't want to be alone either. I'm glad you feel the same, Time. Would it be alright to just lay here together, just for a little while? Then I don't mind. I held her hand so that Neil wouldn't be able to sneak up on us. Our fingers had moved so easily. It was as if they belonged together like this, but that was impossible. That feeling, even if it didn't make any sense, only made me hold tighter. As long as I held on to space, Neil wouldn't be able to take her away. I could lay here and admire the stars together and never do anything else. I'd be satisfied just like this. Time, can I ask you something? What is it? What happened before? What was it that you came back in order to change? We got separated. Oh no, but couldn't you follow my stars? I couldn't. You weren't able to make them anymore. she came back. If we couldn't find each other, I'd want to change that too. We lay there in silence for a while. I had the feeling space could sense I was waiting for something. She didn't ask what. As long as I held on to her, she had nothing to worry about. Neil, surely she was watching us from somewhere. The light from space's stars didn't reach. I wanted to be ready. I wanted to be able to stop her when she appeared. But we fell asleep. No. How let it happen again? I've lost space again. Time. Don't go back anymore. Why are you doing this? She's going to trap me here in an energy. Stay. Was that 8 times? What? Another ending. I knew what I had to do. I started looking for space, and as I wandered, I spotted a familiar light in the distance. Someone's here. I want to save you. Listen carefully. Someone called Neil is going to come and take you and all of your beautiful stars away. Please trust me. My name is Time, and I came from a future where that's what always happens in the end. I don't understand. I know it's a lot to take in. I want to protect you. I don't want Neil to take you away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I let myself get taken away. It's not your fault, Space. You don't want to be all alone either, do you? If you feel the same as me, then it must have hurt. It's okay, I'm able to come back to prevent things like this. Please don't cry. Okay. I told Space about the other versions of our meeting that I knew of. I told her that Neil was somehow able to limit my power, trapping me in loops and keeping me from rewinding far enough to stop her whenever she appeared. And Space wanted to help. She said if we worked together, we might have a chance. It was better than trying to fight this monster on my own. Neil seems to only appear when we let our guard down. I tried waiting before, but we fell asleep. Though we have to make the first move, what should we do? I don't know. If I could go back far enough, just enough to know exactly what's going to happen, so that I'd be able to fix it, the only way I've been able to learn anything is through seeing you get taken away. I don't want to watch that happen again. Time? You're working hard, aren't you? I want to help. I don't want you to feel alone. I'm still here, so I hope I can do something for you. We stayed like this for a while. She was warm. It felt nice. I considered pausing the universe here, in this moment. After all, moving forward could cause something awful to happen again, and it was up to me whether or not to let this path play out. But I knew I didn't have to be afraid because I wasn't alone. Neil had already shown herself. Why are you doing this? This is Neil? Why do you look like me? You're the copy. Why won't you stay erased? Space, run! I'll stop her. But I don't want to be separated from you. It's only temporary. I promise I'll be able to find you later. So get out of here. I don't like this. In an instant, Neil's body blinked out of existence. She'd slipped through my grasp. And once again, Space was gone. Was there nothing I could do? Neil had beat me no matter what I tried. My attempts to change fate were only hurting Space again and again. Time. Why won't you look at me? You keep taking Space away. Of course I wouldn't want to look at someone who'd do that. You're crying for her? I felt so overwhelmed by hopelessness, I barely noticed my tears. How strange, I thought, for me to cry so easily. Space was always the one. And there it was again, the feeling I'd known her for much longer than I possibly could have. I didn't understand these feelings. Aren't you going to rest again? What's the point if you'll always... Again, she said. Again. And she remembers the other times that I asked you before. What are you? I'm new. Emptiness. Void. Whatever you want to call me. Wherever there is something, I want to make it nothing. Does that make sense? Why would you want to do that? You exist just to take space away? Space exists to take me away. Why can't you understand unless I explain it to you? Time, please listen. You're still here. You really listen to me? Just say what you want to say. Fine. If I know why she's doing all this, I'll be able to think of a way to stop her. There's another feeling in my heart when I look at her. Sympathy. Why? In the very, very beginning, I was alone. There was only me in the thick, empty, infinite darkness that surrounds us now. At some point, I thought I wanted there to be more than just that. That's when I changed from nothing to something. It was also when you first appeared, Time. From that point on, it felt like we were all there. Ever was, and all there would ever be. One time and one space, and no one else. We had so much fun together, I thought it would last for all eternity. But then my light faded, and you stopped. You stopped, but I was still here. I was still here, but you rewound to be with the light I left behind. I waited for the end to come again, thinking maybe I could reach you there. But whenever it came, you would just rewind again to be with another new me. Another new space. It made me so jealous. I waited so long for you to finally find me, but how could you? I couldn't cry. I couldn't create any light of my own for you to follow. You found new lights, your stars. You forgot about me. How could that be true? I don't have any memories like that. There's no way I would forget about space. But you did, again and again. She always returns to nothing, to me. You always go back to the beginning. You never stay with me. You always want to stay with space, but not Neo. It's because my darkness isn't as beautiful. You always choose her stars over me. I erased everything, all of the universes, and started over with just one for you and me. But space is always there too. But you always go to her. Is that why I can't remember it? Because you erased the universe. Oh, wrong voice. Is that why I can't remember it? Because you erased the universe that held those memories? Do you know what all the universes are now? It's you and space together. And I'm alone. That's why. That's why I wanted to bring you to the end faster. I even learned how to stop you from rewinding. When I erased her, I could finally reach you, but you only got mad at me. I'd finally said everything right, but you didn't understand anything at all. I was stupidly hoping you would remember everything if you could just see me again. I was so angry when you didn't. How could I recall memories that were erased? Unless these feelings in my heart. I still can't stop you from resetting. I can't stop you from doing what's always brought you closer to her. You've been going further and further away. I didn't know what to do anymore. I didn't want to have to explain it all to you like this. I wanted you to remember on your own. But I can't take this anymore. Neo, even if those memories were erased for me, they still left an impression in my heart, and that impression, that love, has driven me every action up to this point. But you and space are connected. All of my memories with you were with the spaces, were with who space is now. That's how I got it confused. I don't want to hear that. Thanks to you, I finally understand what I've been feeling all along, and is that you were someone who was very precious to me. Even if those feelings were projected onto a you who wasn't you anymore, I'm sorry, Neil. You're so mean. You treat me like I was the bad one. I was the one who messed up from the start. Can you ever forgive me? All I wanted was to be at your side again, and you forgot about me. I won't forgive you so easily. It's fine. I'll work hard to make it all up to you. Good. You have all of eternity to do that. Just the two of us. Just the two of us, huh? It's fine like this. Yeah, just the two of us. I'm so happy. I've waited for this for so long. I know, sorry to keep you waiting. Neil and I spent all of eternity together, just like she said. Alone together in the darkness without space's light. Felt like I left something behind, but being together with Neil, no, with my true space, that was all that mattered. I had a lot to make up for. Oh, credits. I feel like that wasn't right, though. Thanks for playing. Well, there you have it, everybody. That was Her Tears Were My Light. Very short but very fun visual novel game. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty sweet, pretty twisty-turny. I don't know if I got all the endings or not. I think I might have missed one there at the end where I could have rewinded and gone back and probably got the other space. But it looks like I'd have to restart to get that ending. So if there is another ending and you'd like me to get that other ending, please leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and let me know that you'd like to see that, and I will play through again and get that other ending for you. Or if there's even some other endings that I missed, I will get all the other endings. But yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Hit the post notifications bell to keep updated with uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video.